men deal with hormonal things daily.
Daily.
Is that a true thing?
Absolutely. I'll say
trying to
honestly,
find
when
it.
you wake up in the morning, your testosterone's super high. You feel like you can conquer the world. Like everything feels good. As your testosterone dips throughout the day, especially at the end of the night, your patience get low. You get irritable. It's a real thing.
Don't look at your bank account.
Bank account affects our hormones big time. Imagine your money low. You done had the kids all day because your wife is on her menstrual. And she been in the dark for 2-3 days. Y'all not even talking. You trying to pay bills. You ain't getting none. Now your testosterone dip. And then you go to say something, well, hey babe, can I get a hug? And it's like, don't fucking touch me. Sometimes dudes be losing it too, bro. like men have hormones too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I found it. So the men have a 24-hour cycle. So their testosterone peaks in the morning. They feel focused, alert, ready to go. Midday, it's still high. You feel social. You feel confident and productive. By the afternoon, it starts to dip. So you start to feel more tired and more quiet. You wind down to the nighttime when it's its lowest, and that's when you're ready for sleep. Is that why mornings hits the way it does for y'all?
And how much is this again?
Just $100.
Girl, she thought I was paying $100 for that cut. I didn't even give her a chance to take this neck tape off. Girl. Anyway.
When it comes to asking for help or support financially, when is the right time to feel comfortable doing that?
I don't think a woman should ever ask for anything. I think a woman needs to state her need, and he gets to choose whether he does it. So even if you guys are getting serious in your relationship, it's still not time to say, can you help me pay my rent? Well, paying your rent is crazy because you should be paying your rent regardless. But let's say your tires blow and you need help getting new tires, because that's different. You should be putting gas in your car. You should be paying your car note if you have one. You should be paying your rent or your mortgage. That's a no-brainer. Self-sufficiency, no-brainer. Welcome to adulthood. But there are things that come up that might knock you off, right? So let's say you need 4 new tires. Well, tires are what, $1,000 probably? $1,000 for someone that only makes, $50,000 a year. That's a lot of money. Right. So now I got to put it on a credit card. And if you're with somebody that does better, then you could share with him. I can't believe I got to get 4 new tires. And honestly, I would lead with a question. I need to get new tires on my car. Right now, it's just a really tough time. Do you think that I should just invest in 2 new tires? And does it make sense to get the other 2 later? Or do you think I should stretch it and do 4 new tires? Now, what I've just done is I've told this man without asking this man, I need new tires on my car. And then what he does from there gets to show you how invested he is in you. If you guys are dating seriously, he's probably going to say something along the lines of, let me see what I can do. Maybe I could put something on it. Or baby, I'll take care of your tires. I have no idea. If you're not serious, don't even say that, because men know you're fishing to get money. Don't say that. I'm talking about if you are in a serious relationship. But I don't feel like you should ask your man. I feel like you should state the need. Men that love you want to solve the problem. So he's either going to say, okay, let me get 2 tires and I'll get your next 2 tires in 2 weeks, or let me get all 4 tires, or damn babe, like it's not a good time for me. Oh, let me see what I could do. Or you get 2 tires and then in 2 weeks I'll get the next 2 tires. He's solution oriented because he cares about you. But if you don't know this man's last name, if you ain't never spoken to nobody in his family, if you can't name one person in his friend group, if you have no idea where he lives, if he has no idea where you live, if you don't even know what kind of car he drives, if you don't even know if he has siblings, don't even state your need. You're not qualified, okay? You don't know this man well enough to ask him for anything. So stop asking.
Men, a lot of y'all gonna end up single and alone at the end of your life too. I know y'all out here saying that it's hard for women to get married. It's hard for some of y'all to get married too, because the women that God has for you, you overlooking them. You keep shooting your shot at women that don't even want you because you ain't got everything you supposed to have together. I'm going to say it because y'all don't really understand. Y'all try to say women going to end up lonely. A lot of you men are going to die single and alone, because you will not let God work on your heart. You won't level up. The type of women you want, you don't even have the emotional intelligence to deal with them, the relational intelligence. You don't have the integrity. You don't have the leadership, and you shooting for that woman. But y'all won't talk about the ones that you shot for and they let you down and they told you no thank you. Y'all not ready to talk about the women that told you no thank you because you wasn't on her level. It's a woman that you shot for, sir. And when she denied you and shot you down, now you mad at all the other women and trying to dog them and give them self-esteem issues. Oh, I see y'all out there on the internet streets dogging women. This why y'all don't never get married. Y'all gonna be single forever. Sir, so are you. Sir, so are you. With that stubborn, prideful mentality, thinking that you are better than every woman out here and that you are the prize. Sir, you gonna be alone and single too in your elderly years. So stop going after women talking about all y'all single women. Some of you men are single because you can't get the woman you want neither.
I mean, I guess I don't really understand why you don't think that men don't go through this. Men get rejected by their crush on a regular basis, and they become the talk of the town. If you're in school, you become the talk of the school. You know, nowadays, you get posted online. That's why men are walking away. I don't understand why you don't think that men, they don't get rejected by the women that like them. They think they're saying things that are deep, but they're actually not saying anything at all.
How it's becoming a thing for women to start dating younger men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a trend right now.
100%. Isn't it because they're more like emotionally aware?
I think there's just a lack of options, to be fair.
I always feel like, so I would try to date older men. I was like, oh, I need to date someone older than me, but they felt like they had more baggage to me. I was like, when I was dating them, I was like, you have so much you have to work on, and I could tell they were jaded by relationships and just like scared of a commitment. So then when I date younger guys, they were just excited about dating. Like, I like you. They're like, it's like,
they're more excited.
There's no baggage on them.
And they're like, we were saying, like, it's almost like they get like a kick out of like, oh my God, this older girl like likes me.
Yeah.
And I think also it's because they know you have more experience and you're more confident. Because like when I think back on who I was in my 20s, yeah, I would pick me over the girl in my 20s. Like I look better, I dress better, I have more money, like everything is going for me now. Like, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck that 35-year-old and that's gonna be great for me.
Reasons why men are still single after the age of 30.
I got another match. I sent a match request the other day to Gabby, and I just as a reminder, I said, my dad called me gay today. I need to prove him wrong. Could you fight him for me? She responded, are you sure he was wrong? Kind of rude. So I said, yes, I'm sure, Gabby. It was one time in college. So are you going to fight my dad with your big, strong muscles or not? Dad, she blocked me. And she says, this is Rachel. I said, what up, finish shoddy? What if I told you I have a Costco membership card? And then gave a little, you know what I'm saying? No match. Next we have Sana. I said, if we were dating, I'd push you in. No match. Then we have Grace. I said, I'd literally destroy you in a water balloon fight. No match. And as we have Danny, I said, so when are you taking me out and treating me like a princess? No match.
What happened to men pursuing girls?
We're dropping 2026 strats early. This is Reagan. I said, hey Reagan, this is Elijah's mom. I think you'd love my boy. Please match. No match. Next strat I used on Claire. I said, Claire, I'm going to level with you. I'm straight. Sorry to disappoint. No match. I like to call this one the aggressor. This is Amanda. I said, I'd fight all of your exes for you, Scott Pilgrim style. No match. Last strat I used on Frida. I just said, what's up, bro? I'm trying to make her feel like one of the boys. I think that's going to be a big one in 2026. But we'll see. No match.
I have a question for men. I feel like a lot of men are no longer interested in dating. They gave up on dating. They're not even trying. Why do you guys think that is the case?
I'm going to say something kind of wild.
You have to raise your hand.
If I were, okay, well,
I like that though. Being obedient is awesome. Oh my God, that is a trait. What you just did is a trait that a certain communities would kill for it. Like, I said you're obedient, and you didn't say, oh, I ain't no obedient. And you were just like, you went in there.
That's my thing. I'm trad wife till I die.
No, we don't need a gym edition or any edition of videos like this. Keep the OF content at home and out of the gym. I mean, how hard is it to go to the gym, work out, and not film something disgusting to post on social media. I mean, what the is wrong with you? And just as disgusting is anybody that likes and supports your content. I mean, it's very obvious you have no self-respect, no dignity, but at least have respect for the other people at that gym that have to use those dumbbells. I really hope that this gym sees this and kicks your ass out. You need to do better. Mind your own business. Gross.
She trying to get my shit.
This a spy tattoo?
Do you believe in magic?
Oh, God.
In a young girl's heart.
You're so confident that y'all win. W.
I love
shirt.
Oh, we won for sure, man. Put that aloe on her blood.
A weaker man will fall victim to such genjutsu. A weaker man would. And I used to be a weaker man. It would have got me a couple years ago, that would have got me. But now, Shorty pulled that on me. I'm not interested. Like, now I'm kind of just like, no, we going a little too much. There's a little bit too much going here. Can we just not go so much? Back in the day, would have caught me a couple years ago, I would have fallen victim. See, me a couple years ago also would have been very susceptible to manipulation. I'm not saying I'm immune to manipulation now by any stretch of the imagination, but me a couple years ago, if you pretty enough, you would have got me. Like, you could have got me to do anything. You could have got me to massacre a developing nation or something. I don't know. I would have done some crazy things if you was pretty enough. If you was pretty enough and you bat your eyes and you was a little nice to me, okay, I'll do it. Hey, okay.
And once again, modern women don't seem to understand that what you're doing is you're attracting the wrong energy. Now, you're going to be on a podcast, or you're going to make a YouTube video where you start talking about how much you're in fear for your life, and a man didn't SA'd you and stuff like that, but you're giving out the wrong energy here. You should not be doing that. You should not be doing that at all. Oh, I felt pressured. I was in a room full of men. You should not be there. You have ample time to walk out. But because modern women want so much clout, they stay there, and then they start doing weird stuff like pulling up their shirt. There was a video that I think Taylor, one of the ladies at her, she's a men's rights advocate, very good lady, very good woman. I like a lot of her opinions. One of the things that she talked about in the video, a video where she was reacting to, woman was sitting in a club, just, kind of dancing, sitting on the couch. At first, she was just sitting on that couch, moving her shoulders. And then I guess she decided to take it up and, really get the party started. Stood up and started twerking. Now, the next thing that happened is where she was like, what in the world? Because her brother came from out of frame and grabbed that woman. Grabbed her. And while you don't want to condone that, you attracted that energy to yourself. You didn't have to do all of that twerking and stuff. You could have done a different dance. You didn't have to do all of that nonsense. You could have done something where, oh, I'm just going to put my hands in the air and, hey, just whatever it is that you want to do, but just not that. Y'all don't understand the stuff that y'all be doing, the energy that y'all be attracting. It's not the energy that you want. And when somebody takes you up on the offer that you've been putting out, then all of a sudden, oh, he did this to me. He was wrong. He should never, and all that other nonsense. Stop acting silly like this.
My parents ended their marriage, got divorced because of an affair. I've seen friends have affairs, aunts, uncles, you name it. Anyone and everyone. I feel like everyone's having an affair. All this is to give context of one of the biggest fights in our marriage has always been, how do you have boundaries with the opposite sex? my wife, the standpoint she has come from is she has felt controlled, like I'm behaving like a father. And I have always come from the standpoint of how do you not value our marriage enough to keep it safe? Does that make sense?
100%.
So the context of this, about a year and a half ago, I found out my wife was having an emotional affair. For me at the time, it came out of nowhere. It blindsided me and it touched a nerve because it was in this area that we've always struggled with and I've always been very anxious about, is the boundaries. For her, though, she said she had felt abandoned for about a year and a half prior. It wasn't out of nowhere. I just didn't see it.
No. Gaslighting. Manipulation. She didn't have any boundaries before. That's what y'all are having problems with. Well, you're acting like my dad. No, you don't have any boundaries. You're too close to these men. I don't even know if he said you can't have any friends that are the male, that are men. You're just too close with these guys. You're doing too much. Well, I can do whatever I want to do. I'm a grown woman, yada, yada, yada. That's what she's doing. But let's go.
Been working with the emotional affair for about a year. We were at the point of probably separating this last December, but also kind of getting over it at the same time. I know that probably sounds confusing. But
no, not at all.
I started seeing, not that I had deserved and was responsible for the actions she took, but where I had let a gap creep into our marriage.
But hold on. Did she ever, in that 18 months when she felt abandoned, sit down and say, I feel abandoned?
No, she didn't, John. She's not going to say that because that wasn't really the case. The case was she found a guy that she liked and she moved forward with that. She wanted to flirt a little bit. She wanted a little more attention. She probably thought he looked good. Right now, this man is self-aware, like a lot of men out there are. So he said, yeah, I could have done better here. Yeah, I'm kind of slipping over here. But none of this, sir, really has to do with you. But you know what? That's my opinion. Let's continue watching. Who knows? Who knows? She might have said it. We never know.
She cried to me for probably a year, John.
Okay. Where were you?
I guess I had this view of I'm doing what a man's supposed to do. I go to work, I provide, I work hard, I've made a lot of money, I've given up my dreams to make sure my kids can eat, can have a roof over their head. And what she has said over and over, and this is what I say I can hear now, and then I didn't intentionally not hear it at the time. I just thought I was doing what a man's supposed to do. Is
a man's supposed to listen to his crying wife. But, and by the way, bro, I've been there too. It's a hard lesson to learn. Now describe this emotional affair for me, because that means so many different things to so many different people.
Well, last week I reached out Monday. I had been thinking about reaching out to you for probably a year, John. I mean that. And then Monday I reach out in the morning to your show. Monday night, my wife sits me down and told me that it had not been an emotional affair, that it had been a physical affair.
There you go. And that's why you haven't had a settled spirit for a year, because your body knows the air is not clean in that house.
When she told me, I had two instant reactions. I started sitting there and I started just saying no, 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 as if me saying the words was going to make it rewind and not be true anymore. Mm-hmm. And the second was, I knew it.
You knew it.
I don't feel crazy anymore.
I'm going to challenge what you just told me. That no, no, no was you squashed yourself. That was you talking to you, because in your guts, you've known.
And listening to this, I wonder if this guy is military. He's very thorough. Not to say if you're in the military, you're going to be thorough, but he's very thorough. His mind is very focused. I'm covering all of my bases. Well, it could be this. It could be that. He's very focused on covering from all angles. This is not your fault, sir. I know you probably think, well, I could have done this. I could have done that. I'm trying to think of, well, maybe I didn't do this. Maybe I didn't do that. No, sir. You were doing exactly what you were supposed to do. That crying that you're talking about, that's not it. That was an excuse. That was an excuse for her to do what she was already doing. Let's go back to the front of the story when he said she's got stuff that's going on with these brothers, and I'm telling her you need to put some distance between you. Well, you're acting like my dad. No, ma'am. You need to protect your marriage. You did not do that. And so now the cover-up comes in when you say, well, I've been crying to you for a year. Let's say you say you're working so much, you're not paying attention to me, and I had to step out. No, you were going to step out anyway, because that's what you were already doing. That's what he had a problem with. Once again, understand his mind. Understand the way that this man thinks. He covers things from all different angles. So he'll step back and say, well, maybe I am overdoing it. Well, maybe, well, how do we know that? Because he's doing it now. He's doing it right now. Well, maybe I did this and we went through this and we did this. I'll try this. I'll go here. Well, we tried therapy and we sat down and did this. He was doing that with her male friends. And so that's how he's able to come to the conclusion, after all of my research and after all of my thinking, you're too close to these men. You got to back up. She did not want the protection. And so now she says, you're acting like my dad. I'm going to continue to mess around with these boys. She wasn't messing around with Tom or Dick because they weren't attractive enough. They're just nice guys. But when she came to Harry, oh, Harry's attractive. I like Harry. But no, I'm married. So I gotta keep it. No, I gotta keep it at a distance. Ooh, boy, Harry's attractive. You're acting like my father, sir. Take it easy. I was hanging out with Harry. He took me out to eat, but you're still acting like my dad, even though you're telling me, put a boundary on that. You don't need to be going out to eat with this man. We go out and we hang out under your nose together. You find out about it. Hey, please stop doing that. Don't do that. Hey, you're acting insecure. You're acting like my father. You're not listening. Oh, I had an affair, this and that. And the only reason you probably came out with it is because he was going to find out. Because once again, your husband is very focused. He's not a dumb man. He looks at things. He's the type of guy to research. And that's what he did. You would have been caught anyway. So thank you for coming clean about it. Yeah. Once again, we need to learn to start breaking down what these women are actually out here. Well, she was crying to you for a year. No. The problem started when she wouldn't when she wouldn't create a boundary. That's when the problem started. She already knew how the man was. The man was already working. And for you to use that as an excuse for what you were already crossing the line. And after you went and crossed the line totally and fully, you kept on crossing the line and you did the ultimate betrayal. After you did that, now you bring in, oh, well, I got an excuse right here. I got a golden goose right here. I could throw this to him. And because I know my husband, then he's going to say X, Y, and Z. And I'll get off the hook. I don't know, bro. You need to be careful.
I'm very attracted to short men. Why not? I'm a short woman. And the thing is, when you're a short woman, short men look at you differently. Like, they're not just looking at you like, you're my type. They're looking at you like, you're my chance at a normal life. And I love that look, you guys. It gets me going, Like, a tall man will look at you like, I'm gonna buy you a drink. A short man will look at you like, I'm gonna build you a house. Where the countertop's real low. Just chopping veg at a comfortable height.
Unpopular opinion. Most men don't get check-ins, just checklists. They don't get the, are you doing okay? Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you need anything? Comments, indoor conversations. But they do get more added onto their plate. They get a lot of the comments about, why are you not doing more? Or you could be doing this, or you could be doing that. And he don't need to hear that all the time, baby. He get tired too. That man deserves a break too. That man is overwhelmed and underloved. That man might need to decompress too. Men deserve check-ins, not just checklists of more for them to do.
Tell women all the time, open your mouth.
Yeah.
Open your mouth.
Amen.
Tell him. And if he doesn't care, then you can go do whatever you want to do. But you don't revoke access to a man that wants to fix it.
Typically, when a woman isn't doing a certain thing, you have to ask yourself, what have I done to cause her not to do it? Because if a person tells you they'll do anything for you and they're not doing it, where did a violation come in? Mm-hmm. So men have to ask themselves that as well, too. Yeah. Because as women, we will retreat. It's like if we are givers and caterers and we like being around you and there's a violation that happens, we go back in. And it's like, well, you used to do this until you did this. And now I'm questioning, why would I do this for a person that did these things?
I agree.
You know?
I agree with that, but I want to add, and it's because of the type of women I coach, I have to add this. He's not a mind reader.
Right.
You have to tell him when he done crossed the line.
Yeah.
You have to. We're so quick to revoke access, but you should only do that when you explain or express your pain. And if he chooses to act like it doesn't matter, then okay, I'm not giving that to you anymore. But a lot of times we feel some type of way, and I've done it before. You feel some type of way, and in your mind, you're thinking of all of just the disrespect and the audacity, but you never actually convey that because we want you to figure out what's wrong. And then y'all get frustrated because you can't do that.
Yeah.
So we have to be vocal enough. I tell women all the time, open your mouth.
Yeah.
Open your mouth.
Amen.
Tell him. And if he doesn't care, then you can go do whatever you want to do. But you don't revoke access to a man that wants to fix it.
Yes.
Oh, say it again. Bars. Ooh, say it again.
You don't revoke access to a man that wants to fix it, because then that's counterintuitive.
Unless you realize.
Don't let the enemy come in
hold
this
on.
moment, April.
Unless
have mercy.
Unless whatever he did, you cannot get over, then you should leave him.
Yeah, you should.
No, I just don't like fat men.
Oh
You might not be fat, but do you go to the gym? I like men that go to the gym because I feel like it's good for your mental health. I don't do extreme exercises at the gym, but I like to go to the gym. I feel like it helps my mental health.
Do you
Basically.
have mental health issues?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I'm laughing. It's because you said it so
No, I don't. I've got mental health. I am one of the best BBWs in London. As in, you won't find anyone that kind of looks like me within London. America,
You're mad.
You're going mad, Cron. I can't believe you lot are thinking on L. She's the only Tara on L.
What I'm saying, she said in London. That's why I was like,
you got to be careful because it's a lot of men that's, yes, he's a provider, but he might not be a family man. You got to be careful.
So when you hit your sis, you pull up with your, Chanel bag, or you pull up with your, love bracelets. Like, what's your priorities? If you're dealing with a hustler,
right,
chances are emotional availability will be lacking in that area.
Yes.
And you have to be okay with it.
It's a 50-50 thing. What you lacking, I take on. What I lacking, you take on.
But this is where it gets tricky. In any healthy relationship, it's never 50-50. Because when you thriving, I may be hurting, right? If I'm thriving, you hurting, I'm okay because you're worth it. Hey, I'm giving you 80%, you only giving me 20, but you down right now. I'm about to pour so much into your life that now when you become 80, I'm 20, it works out like that. We have to have complementary benefits.
I like 70-30, 80-20.
What's the red flag? 95-5?
A red flag is no effort at all. But sometimes people can show effort, but they not giving they all too. So you have to be careful with that.
Explain that.
Like someone could know you so well that they would just do the bare minimum to. It's like when I was in school, 65 was passing. I was like, as long as I get a 65.
In New York, that's passing?
No, that was long ago. I was like, as long as I get a 65, I'm good.
You just want to pass?
I just want to pass. I'm doing it for my mom. I'm just getting by so that she could say, oh, you made it to the next grade.
Yeah.
men don't even ask if it's theirs in bed anymore.
Yeah, we kind of realize we're renting now. This is a rental.
I mean, I feel like if you're single, don't be asking that. If we're single, why the fuck is you asking
that's a
that?
weird. That is a weird thing to ask.
Like this is my right.
I'm a lie. First of all, bitch, this
That
is my
sound mad
shit.
insecure.
Let's start there. I'm in the mood. I'm there. I'm be like, sure. Tomorrow it's not going to be, but today it is.
This is niggas don't, because this is a very dated phrase. Get the new iOS. Update your dirty talk. Yeah, don't say is this mine's anymore. There's other things you can say.
No, we got to get back to saying is this mine, because we got to be back in delusion. Like with the niggas out in the 90s figuring out that really liked them and was sticking outside in the rain, and it's like, no, what, I really love you, and they actually, I just want to.
There's this guy, he's standing over there. He has like long hair, like red beard. He's a little short, but he's really sexy at the same time. I'm gonna go see if he is interested. Like, he's staring at me and I'm staring at him. You look good. What you working on?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
It looks like I'm in the gym working out. Give me a favor, I'm over here with my wife. Don't bother me, please.
I'm sorry.
This woman got exposed by a contestant, and what he said made everyone pop their balloon without hesitation.
And what are some deal breakers? Deal breaker, you have to have open communication. If you don't have open communication, you can't be trustworthy, then it's a deal breaker.
Okay. All right. So we did get a pop balloon over here.
Yes.
So let's go on over here. If we can have your name and age.
It's about to go down.
My name is Kim. I'm 27. What's up, Tyra? How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, so I popped the balloon because honestly, like, I was supposed to go to lunch with her like last week, but she ain't hit your boy back. So I mean, like, on to the next. Like, but she's like a winner. Like, she cool. We've been knowing she cool. You know what I mean? But that's why, yeah.
Okay. All right, so
That's what I'm talking about.
Tyra,
Yeah.
why did you hit him back? What's going on?
Honestly, it was a busy day. And as you know, I have a job and a business. So the communication wasn't there. And
I was gonna say that too.
Exactly.
You said it was communication.
The communication wasn't there.
You ain't even hit your boy back.
Yeah, but I didn't feel
It's all
like.
good.
Yeah.
We still cool though.
We still cool though,
Probably,
regardless.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I still support it,
Gang
no
shit.
matter what.
All right, cool.
What? You know something I don't think I'm ever gonna figure out is why women don't apologize. I don't know how y'all keep getting away with it, but you're never sorry. You don't apologize, you rationalize. Right? It's what most of you are doing right now instead of listening to my most likely to be brilliant take on the matter. You sitting there saying to yourself, I say sorry all the time. I say sorry more than he does. And the thing is, I give you that. I think women say sorry 1,000 times more than men do. But I'm on to you hoes. Yeah, see, you've been padding your stats and we've been letting it slide. The only reason you say sorry way more than men do is because you always saying sorry, but only when no one was asking you to apologize. Yeah, I watch you all the time. I watch you. Y'all will say sorry for existing. You will walk into a room that you definitely belong in and go, sorry. I made it. Some of you will apologize for something awesome you did. Baby, I'm so sorry. I woke up before you and made breakfast and finished the taxes. Thanks. But as soon as there's any accountability, oh, that's the new joint. Women love accountability. Before 2015, nobody said that there wasn't coaching youth sports. But I realized, like, when women say accountability, they talking about their ability to hold you accountable. As soon as you try to hold them accountable, you know, hey babe, why did you max out the credit card and my cousin? Being like, I'm a Scorpio in retrograde. I'm a rising patriarch, right? And some of y'all want to dismiss this as misogyny. I can feel it. I can hear the little whispers. Misogyny. What a shocker. He's from Austin, Texas. From Austin, misogyny. And here's the thing. This is the furthest thing from misogyny. This is actually feminism. Yeah, this is feminism at its highest level. Yeah. This is feminism at a level that your small woman brain can barely comprehend. Guys, I'm kidding. We have the same size brains. Okay, that's just science.
Feed me, freak me. Like, hey, what up, Q Parker? Feed me, freak me, and be a fan of me.
That's my jam
Yeah,
too.
you do that.
Yes.
It's a wrap.
Oh,
It's
wait a
that
minute.
easy.
Okay, I don't want to mess up y'all interview, but if we can find that,
Yeah.
we're good. Okay. So the feed me part, cool. Freak me, cool. It's the fan of me.
That's the part
That's the
women
part.
struggle with the most.
Okay.
And that's the part that
They're-
don't cost them any money to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Why?
because they think too much. What I have my clients do is I make them choose 3 laws. And these are laws, like you said, it can be basic. I don't want someone that cheat, we know. But it needs to be something very specific to you. Because if you get what you want from him, it should be very easy for you to be a fan of him.
Yep.
For you to stroke his ego. I always talk a lot about, like, people will be like, you say that? When do you say this? When do you ask this question? It's too soon. I'm like, why is it too soon for you to let someone know that you went on a date with, that you had a good time? Or I really enjoyed being in your presence. What? Exactly. They assume that you saying these things means that you're chasing them.
Yeah.
So if they have that type of mindset, they can't be your fan because they think they're not supposed to say these things. They think they're the ones that's supposed to sit here and you continue to come and you shower me with love and you take me out and you enjoy my company. It doesn't occur to them that you guys want reciprocity.
Yeah.
So the fan part is the most difficult because to them, they think that's your job.
And there was a woman talking about a man being a simp. And what's wrong with being a simp? This right here. Your expectation that you're not supposed to reciprocate anything. You're not supposed to give him back the energy that he's giving to you. You have to understand that the man is investing in you. He's pouring into you. And for you to say, you know, maybe it's nothing malicious, but you say, I'm not gonna say anything back to him. I'm not gonna give him any more energy back because, you know, he's supposed to be giving the energy to me. Now we got to once again come back to the question, okay, what is it that you're bringing to the table? We always have to come back to that question because now I have to understand what value that I'm getting. Well, you're getting the value of being in my presence. Okay, but what does that value entail? What does it mean? Do I just get to have somebody to hang out with? I've got friends for that. Me and my boys can hang out. If we want to go to a baseball game, a football game, we can get together and we can do that and we can hang out. Hey, bro, come over to the house, man. We're gonna do some grilling. Oh, okay, man. I bet. I'll bring the drinks. That's it. And it'll be mutual. It'll be reciprocal. He's bringing something to the party. Hey, man, we're gonna use my house this time. Hey, bro, let's invite some of the other boys. Let's get together, man. Hey, man, let's come over and watch the game, bro. Hey, bro, you bring the wings, you bring the drinks. You bring this, and we're gonna have him bring the forks because you know he can't cook. You know, it's just like a little joke. But there's reciprocity there. There's giving back. Y'all are not giving anything, and you're expecting a man to continue to give to you without giving anything in return. That's a simp. Men are tired of simping for you guys, and you're upset. You're mad. You're angry. Where are the gentlemen? Why don't men act like men anymore? Men are acting like men, actually. They're drawing a boundary with you and saying, listen, I'm not getting what I need. I'm not getting what I deserve. You're not providing what you promised in our vows in front of everybody, in front of your family, in front of my family, in front of your friends, in front of my friends, and we live stream this in front of everybody. You're not giving me what you promised. And so therefore, I'm going to have to take a step back. If you don't want to give me anything, I'm not going to continue to serve you when you're not serving me. And you're upset by that. I don't get it.
The realists don't have a lot of friends. We don't run in packs.
And that's it. They say, oh, these are really
2 people, that's friends. It's not 10. I can't go on a trip with 10 females that I can say are genuinely my friends. No. We have friends that we grew up with from like childhood, friends we probably met in college. It's just like, it's a handful. It's not like a bunch of friends.
Y'all friendships is a lot more fragile than niggas' friendships, though. Y'all be breaking up because the motherfucker ain't wish you happy birthday.
Yeah, that's valid.
What the are we talking about?
That's valid. See, the standard for a friend is different. Now, if you my acquaintance, I'm not gonna get mad if you don't tell me happy birthday. That's cool. But if my friend, the person who I deal with on a daily basis, don't tell me happy birthday, that's weird. Because I don't miss a beat on your birthday. I actually do the most on your birthday.
Why you pop balloon though?
He seemed cool, but he seemed too cool. Like, if I'm getting robbed coming from like a hosting, I need you to be able to do something, not get tossed over. Like, I got more weight than you. Like, I could flip you. That's, you know, that's one thing. And one thing.
Baby girl, hold on. Let me look at this motherfucking camera. I'm sending a nigga the guy. You hear me?
Oh no! I don't want you to catch a charge. I just want you to fight.
Nigga, play with me. He
Oh, nah, don't try to backtrack now.
No. I stand on business. You know me.
But the thing,
here's the thing.
And some of y'all ain't good relationship. You're not appreciating the stuff that you got at home. Some of y'all got a good man. He don't be out on the weekends. He don't be in the streets. He come home and hang out with your ass. It's Friday night. He in the house with you and you got a bonnet on. He just living his life, chilling with you. You don't need no makeup. You don't even need no real clothes. You got a bonnet on, his t-shirt and some panties, and you the most beautiful mother he ever seen in his life. But you mad today. Why? Because your ass been on social media today. He come in the house leaning to get his regular kiss. Hey, boo, What's wrong with you? Nothing. Baby, just talk to me. I'm good. Babe, can you talk to me, please? I mean, it's just funny how I was on social media today and I saw that Moneybag boy, Aria Lambo. And I feel like I've been with you for 10 years and I had your little aborted ass kids. And how come I don't have no Lambo? It's like, I'm the security guard at the elementary school up the street. How the am I supposed to buy you a Lambo, you funky bitch? Get your ass in this Toyota Highlander. Get the home. You got a hybrid. You know how many miles you get to the gallon and you complaining?
Like she a lost cause. She's starting to become a bill.
This is a woman giving men the most ruthless piece of relationship advice on the internet, and the comments are going crazy.
Look, this is for the men. If your lady can't help you win in life, you need a new one, okay? Like, if you fall off and she can't help you get back on, you need a new one. If she can't help you fix your credit, if she can't help you elevate, if she can't help you just like how you can help her, you need a new lady. Like, she a lost cause. She's starting to become a bill. Get a new one. Switch them out. Swap them out. Do something. Get gone. Bye. Like, I don't understand y'all.
Is she spitting facts, or are her standards for a woman way too high?
I'm not a big sauce guy, so when I go and order chicken tenders, I ain't getting ranch and all. I don't know nothing about
You want the
sauce.
dry rub? All right, we're going to move on now. We're talking about chicken.
And then me and you in public together, they gonna be looking at your ass and mine.
He was too caked up and she pointed it out. See what he said next.
Got a nice ass. But I don't like it. It's okay. I mean, you look good though. You gotta don't. It's okay. I mean, if your jeans weren't so tight, it may not look so big, but your butt looks big. Yeah, and then me and you in public together, they gonna be looking at your ass and mine. Okay. You look good though.
That's weird.
Is she someone that's your type?
No.
Okay, and why not?
It's what you say, because she look good.
Thank you.
So it's like, but other than that, yeah, I'm cool.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we do have an unpopped balloon. Let's head on over here. Your name and age, and why is your balloon unpopped?
So I'm Ray Dearest and I'm 41, and the reason I kept my balloon unpopped was because I do appreciate that you are a man from God. Now I have a few questions for him. So you are an HVAC. You work for HVAC. When do you plan to retire, and how do you deal with fiberglass? Because fiberglass, after working in HVAC for a few years, it affects you like physically.
Yeah, I get that. I like to stay safe as I can because like fiberglass irritates my skin. So like when I'm working in different attics and spaces where I'm dealing with that, I don't want it on my skin at all because it irritates. It like I have to take like a thorough shower like to make sure I get that fiberglass out of my skin. So stuff like that, I like to be safe.
Understood. My next question is, can you take off your hat?
Yeah.
I mean, you already, go ahead, just do it. Okay. So why was that a pop?
Because I feel like if he has a ball, that he should embrace it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Don't be sorry.
So, go ahead.
I embrace my bald head. Everything about me, I embrace. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't got no problem with me. I mean, so it's cool.
Okay. And she's someone that's your type?
She cool. I mean, she look good. I mean, like I said, I have to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? If she was into me, ultimately, I like people that like me.
Yeah.
If you don't like me, I'm cool.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
For sure.
All right, let's head on back. So, unfortunately, that's all the balloons popped. But thank you so much for coming on. I'll take the mic. Let's give it up for him, ladies.
I think a woman in the comments said something to the effect of, he's a grown man in a room full of women. And really, honestly and truly, this is what you get a lot of times. Modern women who say stupid stuff like this. They don't really have any substance. They don't really have anything to talk about. So they just say, oh, your butt's too big. We're going to be walking out in public and they're going to be looking at your butt and they're going to be looking at mine. What in the world do you care? What do you care about? Like, why is that a thing for you? That's something that you're worried about. You just want to make fun, act stupid, and talk silly. And as for the next woman, talking about HVAC. Oh, I want you to be confident, this, and this. And another woman was like, you want that man to be confident and you're wearing weave? You're wearing tracks in your hair? And you want that man to be confident? Y'all women are wearing makeup and you talking about that man need to embrace the confidence and all that other foolishness? You really cannot make it up. Kevin Samuels, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Kevin Samuels would be having a field day right now. A field day would pop the balloon. He probably have some of these women on and just go down the line. Da 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 da. You this. Da 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 da. And would be right about 95% of it. Because these modern women, they just say anything, they do anything, and then they turn around to the man and say, now you got to measure up. I've been acting a fool. I've been acting silly. I've been acting like a straight up loser. But you, sir, you've got to measure up. I can require a whole lot of you, but you can't do the same for me. Are you delusional?
No, but do you think that this is just because millennials haven't been married for long enough, or is there something new here?
I think it's really interesting because in lots of ways it's never been easier to cheat, right? Like the dating apps, technology has made it incredibly easy to cheat. It's also made it easy to get caught. So that's kind of two sides of the same coin. So I think in some ways it's surprising if this is true because the opportunity seems to be so much bigger. But then in another way, it's not surprising because millennials have been getting married later. So they've been living together first. And so you could argue that there's a place here for, well, these marriages maybe were better thought out than previous marriages, perhaps. And I do think, having just said that about dating apps and things, anecdotally, I feel like millennials are quite puritanical. They're not quite as puritanical as Gen Zs, but very into traditions, very into rings and marriages. And maybe that is a reaction to, you know, being a generation, many of whom are children of divorce and marriages that didn't last and maybe saw the effects of infidelity. So I think there's like a big soupy pot here that probably in a good way, in a positive way, ends up with taking marriage more seriously, thinking about it more before you're doing it, understanding the consequences more of messing around.
I wonder, this isn't a totally unfounded theory based on anecdotal evidence, which is that